Hello, my name is Daniel Scott, and I'd like to go over my single page application that I've created. What I came to create was a calendar or appointment application. The reason being is my wife was helping design a web page, strictly design, and a client had an embedded application. It was a calendar scheduling application embedded in her website, but it was not very customizable. And that I saw an opportunity to maybe create one that was more customizable for business owners that they could use. Um, I wasn't sure how to do that, so I went to Savvy Coders, and that's what led me to learn the HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and actually how to do the front end and back end. So the problem that my product is to solve is to allow small business owners a chance to book clients easily, and not have to pay. It's a free access application. The customer or end user will be able to use this process once created. Um, my audience is small business owners whose business require appointments, and this can be people who do photography, people who have venues, the book parties. There can be people who have paint parties or just any type of event that will require a slotted time. Uh, the color palette that I decided to use was these three colors. The logo I decided to use was this one. And the name of my application is Calendar Meets. My my story map that I did create a mural is this name photo, calendar meets, behaviors and actions. What are you doing in the application? Using the calendar to book different types of sessions. What do they do during this experience? They use an interactive calendar with time slots by the owner for availability. Who's my application for? Small businesses, owners who need appointments filled, photographers, business with venues. What needs is the application fulfilling? Booking sessions, easily keep track of appointments. Um, Instead of trying to keep appointments on pen or paper, you'll be able to use this application. My pages are my home page. My landing page has my logo, menu, footer. Every page will have a footer. The application scheduling page was going to be one page, but ended up being two, and I will demonstrate that later. The about page is just about me. Um, Contact is just a contact form with the email. So I researched a few different ones, Squarespace, Soho, um, and my SWOT analysis I created for this was for myself. My strengths, simple interface with few options, minimizing being overwhelmed, free of use application for small businesses. Weaknesses is lack of complex options and scheduling. It can only be limited to certain types of businesses. Opportunities potentially provide add-on services for additional charges. Maybe integrate this as a WordPress add-on. Threats where this is a smaller app and similar ones are more mature and they have more funding and larger teams. And there's a learning curve to just create this app to begin with. I will display my flow, user flow. The menu was going to be on the right side, it ended up not being. This on the top. This will be my home page, application page, which broke into two, my about page, and contact, which my flow shows more than what I have, but I will go back and implement those at a future time for a future project. During Agile, I was a Scrum Master, and what this helped me do was just learn more on how to lead meetings. Just one notes. Yeah, as a Scrum Master, I lead meetings. This helped me understand different roles of an Agile team. It gave me experience of leading meetings and recording notes to update other teams. And this also helped me learn how to create conversation between child issues and upcoming sprints. So now we'll show you the application itself right now. So here's my home page. My menu, as I mentioned, is on the top. I have my 3 columns here, 3 blocks. Just a little information about the app. Here's an about, just a little paragraph to explain what this application is about and what it is there for. A contact form. Just put your email in, put your message, you send it. Use this form spree. I received the email and I can look at the previous ones that have come through. Because I'm using Render, these appointments that I create can take a few minutes to come up. So I'll make one now, test. I'll make it for the 24th at 3 p.m. And I'll end it on the 24th at 4 p.m. There we go. Schedule appointment. All right, it did show up. So as you see, here's my calendar for January 2024. Here's the appointment I made, time and title. And just to show, Render is set up to help create that data from my spa to my database. Here's my database. If I refresh, there's 0 results. If I refresh, it can show the appointment I just made. We can also do, once the appointment has come through, you can open it, delete appointment. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes. And you see it's gone now. If I refresh my database, it's cleared. And also during my application page, the current weather for the town that I plan to implement this in. So my code, so I can go through, here's my index.js. So we have a function, handle event track resize. This is what allows us to move appointments on the calendar if wanted. I can demonstrate this. Have to create a new one real quick. If I need to move this, instead of Tuesday, something came up, I can move it to Thursday. And then it's moved to Thursday. Here's some event listeners. So there's my appointments. So create. This is to delete the appointment. my router hooks to manage my API for the weather and for the appointments itself. I'll show the application page itself. On the left column, here's where you put your text, your start date, end date. Here's where I'm calling my APIs for the weather. Here's some of HTML off my home page, my header. And here's the 3 blocks I created. My CSS, create media, my body, header, logo, paragraph, home, all my front and blocks that I created. I keep this at the top. Contact form, my drop down menu, I keep all together. Keep it organized. Footer, my application page, because there were 2 columns. Left column, right column. Then for the calendar itself, this view, there's CSS for this. So one of the issues was trying to get the API to load on the calendar and record. And a lot of this was the application appointments itself. Just the wording, they were two very, very similar. And trying to get the hook with it, and just adding in the syntax here and routing it to the correct application to page, creating the empty, yes, the IDs to dynamically enter the values with your syntax. That was, and then creating the, make sure that took the longest, but we eventually got it because ID, title, and start, and that's self-explanatory. It's just trying to map it correctly to appointments, and along with it using the correct API address, we had to create an empty string for the ID to hold the multiple appointments. But okay, but future application, I would like to possibly on the appointments page, password protect this. So if there's a business owner, they'll be the only ones to be able to access this page and remove appointments, create and delete as needed. So, but this is my application. All right. Thank you for watching.